This is the Matt and Muse Show with Matt Hensler and Adam Musinski. All right, thank you for joining the Matt and Muse podcast. This is Adam Musinski. I'm with Jake Stradling, not Matt Hensler today. Little update there.
Screw that guy anyways. Yeah.
If that's all she wrote. No, he's tending to his pregnant wife.
2 centimeters and 90% efface? Is that a
yeah.
real word? Efface?
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Efface or just
Efface
face?
or face?
Something like
I
that.
don't know. Close enough to having a baby, put it that way.
Oh, yeah.
So
It's good for
him.
them. No, we understand why he's not here, and we'll go on without him, and it'll probably be better without him.
Right. It'll be the the Muse and Jake show here before long, right?
I like it. Before long, right now.
Right. Absolutely.
So, this is our first overtime segment. What we like to do here is random 20, 30 minutes. Depends who's in town is kind of how we go, and Jake's in town, and that's why this segment's called Overtime. Adam gets drunk with Perrin Reps. There is a story behind that. This predates you, actually, Jake.
Oh, boy.
So, the old Perrin Rep, his name was Nate. Yep. No, never mind. Sorry, check my phone. Yeah, it was Nate. He didn't come over. We went to a restaurant that, until they sponsor us, remains nameless. Had some beers and lunch, and it was fun. We'll go there tomorrow.
Yes, we will.
Yeah, of course. And from then, we went to the tap room, and then we came back here, drank some Coronas, ended up at another place, and then back at the tap room, and then my wife reluctantly picked me up when she was 8 months pregnant, and I threw up the next morning.
Yeah.
So then, fast forward 2 months, and here you are.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Cheers, my buddy.
cheers, brother. And that was 1.5 years ago. And yeah, so that's where we're at. Me and Jake have had a lot of good times together. What are some of your favorites?
Oh, hanging out at our secret location that we can't announce right now, but Adam and I had blast just going out, hitting the market, drinking beer, selling beer, etc. But we always had good times together no matter what did, and great conversation is probably why you started this podcast, just because the conversation never ends at a bar stool, put it that way. So, I mean, why wouldn't you just sit there and talk about what you talk about anyways at a bar stool, right?
Exactly. And that's kind of the...
I mean...
That was our background of the podcast was... It's not necessarily we're going to sit down with a list. Yeah, we do, just so we don't get lost. But we're sitting at a bar stool talking, and half the time people look at us and it's like
holy shit.
That's our podcast right there. What just happened is what you get.
Right.
So,
and we want to hear that, right? Yeah, that's good.
Apparently.
Yeah,
we have a
absolutely.
couple of listeners.
Well, when people are laughing behind the bar at you or sitting in a bar stool next to you and they're sitting there cracking up about what we're talking about, even though we don't even know what we're talking about.
Like cheese blocks.
Like cheese blocks. You never know. Yeah. True story.
So, the story behind the cheese block, that was last December of 2017. We're playing this game. It's called Fibbage. You can buy it on like an Amazon Fire Stick or something. And basically what you do is they give you a category. And you have to fool people with a question or a fact. No. Try to remember this.
No.
It's been a minute. No, they give you an answer.
An answer.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. No, they give you the question, and you need
you have to guess
give
the
them an
answer.
answer. Yeah.
Right.
So basically, your goal, they say something like this: although gross, chemist Sir Robert Cheeseborough claimed he ate a spoonful of his invention blank every day, and your goal is to fill in the blank and fool the rest of your opponents to pick your answer while also you pick your answer. So
you get points by people guessing for your answer, more or less.
Exactly. Yeah. So we were playing this was like one of the last questions of the night, and
One or two beers drank.
Yeah, that's it. No more. Just one or two.
Big ones.
They were big ones that night, weren't they?
They were. A lot of bombers drank that night, I'm pretty sure of it.
I think there were at least 4.
Couple barrel aged, couple of New Holland sour. I don't know. Got a little crazy.
Random stuff we found with dust on
absolutely.
it, and that was it.
Yep.
So anyway, we had to all pick an answer to the question, and I was running. I had to go to use the restroom, and I was running back, and time was running out. So I went in and was cheese block. I'm going to write that down on my phone because it's all through your phone. Then it pops up on the screen. And the second that thing came out, Matt Hensler lost it.
Lost it.
5 minutes laughing.
Uncontrollably. It's a gut laugh that
yeah.
You can't control.
No.
There's no controlling it.
Not at all.
It's just out of the belly. Hurts when you're done with it. Mm-hmm. And like you have a gut ache for a half hour. Kind of laugh.
Unfortunately, he's not here because he would be doing that right now.
It's hilarious. There is nothing funnier than that. To be honest.
I guess in the future, I'll randomly bring that up and hopefully he does it again. But that
all you have to say is cheese block.
Yeah.
Within us 3, I guess. And Melanie, your wife.
Shayna was there too.
Shayna was there too. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, the 5 of us.
So the 5 of us, I guess. If cheese block's ever mentioned, it's just pretty much a gut laugh for at least a couple minutes, no matter what, just because of the content of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And hopefully maybe them hearing this right now induces something called labor because she's laughing so hard, or she's so pissed off at Matt laughing so hard.
True story.
All right. Tell me about yourself, homie.
Me?
Yes, sir.
You don't want to know about me.
Dude, you're the guest. You gotta let our listeners know.
So, how much do you want to know about me?
About
you
2 minutes.
Start 2 minutes. Oh shit, that's quick.
Give us a quick little.
So
anyways, this is me. This is what I like.
This is me. I'm Jake Stradling from Perrin Brewing Company. I live in northern Michigan, up in Petoskey. Born and raised up there. I worked for a Miller Coors wholesaler for about 5 years, selling beer, so just on a normal route sales. And then got into food service sales for about 1.5 years. Didn't like it, was working 7 days a week, around the clock, doing bids. People sold you out for a nickel. Screw that. That's completely worthless. I love statewide pricing with beer. It's phenomenal.
Oh, yeah.
You can't beat that. And so basically got back into beer sales, was a craft sales manager for Griffin Beverage for about 6 months. And the AB network here on distributors up in northern Michigan, I knew the owner very well, Jim Johnson, and he highly recommended me for the job for Perrin Brewing as a northern Michigan territory sales manager. And went down and interviewed with Jared Spar, who was one of the founders of the company. Randy Perrin was the founder of the company, which he just passed away actually 2 days ago. We just seen that post come through. So
that's unfortunate.
Cheers to him, actually.
Oh, let's pour it out for him.
Roll one up to him. Obviously, the man that founded the company, the names after him, rest in peace, obviously. But Jared hired me on this spot pretty much for the position up there. Obviously, coming highly recommended from their wholesaler, because that's what we do is wholesaler management. So Yeah, so that's how I got my start at Perrin. Started down in Fabiano with you cats down here, and that's how I met Adam and Steve White back in the day when he was doing the Fenton. So he's up in Wisconsin now and chasing dreams or tail or whatever the hell he's doing up there.
Napa
I have no idea,
Auto Parts.
Napa Auto Parts, really?
Yeah, his fiance lives out there, and that's what kind of got him to finally move over there.
Okay.
Yeah, now he's worked for Napa, traveling auto sales and stuff like that. So
Good for him.
Last time I heard was just a few months ago. He's loving life and doing good, playing guitar and excuse me, doing what Steve White likes to do.
Awesome. I just asked about him today, actually. So
nice.
Hope he's doing well. So beyond Perrin, really quick, just getting a little rant about.
Do it.
We're under an umbrella called Canarchy, which is Oscar Blues, Cigar City, Perrin Brewing Company, and a Utah collaborative of Wasatch and Squatters. So they were kind of before their time back in the early 90s, and they realized that they couldn't make it solo. So they joined forces and created the Utah Collab. Between the two forces of breweries to basically make it, which, as you all know, it's not easy making as a brewery and a distributing package. So they were kind of before their times back in the 90s to collaborate, and Oscar Blues first, I guess, not really a buyout because we're under Fireman's Capital, but they joined forces with everybody. So we're under one umbrella. Fireman's Capital is a holding firm with Utah Brewers Collective / Cigar City / Oscar Blues / Perrin. So we just started repping. So myself up in northern Michigan, I just started repping for Cigar City. Perrin Brewing Company went straight Anheuser-Busch network throughout the state of Michigan. So Oscar Blues was in the state of Michigan prior to Perrin Brewing Company even being around, since we've only been around since 2012. So we're coming into our 6-year anniversary in September. So basically,
that's awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're the 5th largest brewery in the state of Michigan as far as volume sales.
That's very quick. I mean, quick. 6 years.
Yes.
And you're already number 6.
Correct. Yeah.
Congratulations, man. You
Thank
guys
you.
Make great beer. Great liquid.
Absolutely. Appreciate it.
Word.
You know, a lot of that can be hats off to Randy for probably and Jared for putting as much, money and financial backing, I guess, into the brewery and they wanted to make it a big brewery. I mean, that was the goal. It wasn't just a mom and pop shop brew pub that was going to be opening up. It was long-term investment. So for those guys, Keith Kolopsik, who owned Westside Beverages, wholesaler in Michigan for AB Networks in Kalamazoo, Lansing, Romulus, and Grand Rapids, bought in 2015. His son Connor interned out at Oscar Blues, and that's where he met Dale, who is the owner of Oscar Blues, and that's when they kind of struck this whole Canarchy deal. So it's an interesting platform. It's unlike many that are out there right now. It's not an Anheuser-Busch buying out many of these craft breweries as they are. Not to talk bad about that. There's nothing wrong with that. But we're craft on craft is what we like to play. So collectively, we are the 9th largest craft brewery as volume sales goes with all of our breweries collective. So as Canarchy. So it's
cool.
We are anti-corporation, anti-bullshit, and that's just kind of the motto of what we do. And we're like-minded craft breweries that can badass brewer. And canning beer is the best vessel, obviously, right?
Definitely.
As we're drinking right here.
Exactly.
No light.
Exactly.
So it's the freshest beer you could possibly get.
I'm so glad. I'm going to go beer nerd here in a minute. That the public is realizing how much better beer is out of the can than it is out of the bottle just because of the sunlight. I mean,
absolutely.
When you get draft beer, you get it in an aluminum container. Why not take that home with you? And
Right.
That's what the can is.
Absolutely.
And over the last, I even say 6 months, you've seen a boom in more and more breweries going to cans, and it's better for the beer. It saves you guys a little bit of money, saves us a little bit of money, saves the consumer a little bit of money. That's what we want to do. We want to get better liquid in people's hands for less cost off the top.
Absolutely.
Cool.
I don't know about the whole aluminum bullshit that's going on with right now overseas and Trump deal. I have no idea what's going on with that. I haven't really followed it close enough, but hopefully that doesn't come to bite us in the rear end. So I don't have much to say about that right now. I just know there's a lot of talk about it.
Right.
So
yeah, and there are, but like I said before, I'm not getting political on the show, so
right.
That's the end of that.
Well, our whole platform on Canarchy is canning. We're able to share ingredients. We're able to go out and buy hops in bulk. We're able to buy cardboard in bulk. You know what I mean? Just be able to get the product quicker to consumers with fresher dates, etc., and lower our costs. Period. End of story. What do you got? People yelling at us on Facebook Live?
They'll try to look at it.
Oh, gotcha.
What's up, dudes? Need to dress up the studio. Oh, yeah.
Oh, dress up this. What's wrong with dressing up the
Here.
studio? It's beautiful.
Okay, I got the best question right here. Sparkle strawberry jam.
Sparkle
beer?
Yeah.
What are you doing with it? My buddy Matt from back home? Talk about it.
Sparkle?
That's what he said.
Strawberry jam?
Glittery strawberry beer.
What?
It's not you.
It's not me.
No, it's I forgot what the brewery was, but it's out there. Glitter beer.
Oh, glitter beer.
Yeah, glitter beer.
We just put out a glitter beer.
Yeah.
So,
what's up with it?
Yeah. So we had a.
Sorry. We're working things out here, audience. Thank you for bearing with us.
Yeah, no, you just had to mention glitter.
Sorry.
So we had a couple guys at the brewery that they get to do Brewers Reserve series at our brewery every couple months. But there's a couple guys that put out some beers, and one was a pineapple Hefeweizen with banana. And they asked us as a sales force, so like, do you guys want to put some glitter to this beer and sell it? We ended up putting out some 6 barrels of it, and it's gone bananas, literally, which is, part of the beer, over in festivals and stuff like that. So glitter beer has been something that's kind of popped up here and there in the past and not really caught headwind, but John Stewart was talking about, he's like, we had glitter all over our right. all over everybody at the brewery.
Right. How much of a mess does that make?
Oh, it's total mess.
You got to figure all your brewery equipment and then all of your lines.
Yeah.
Keg equipment, pouring equipment, all that. You got to, it's like the root beer phase. You got to dump all that and
absolutely
throw it away, basically, unless
For
you
sure.
commit the line.
Guaranteed. So what do you think that comes up in, like, urine form? What do you think? I mean, let's get real.
It might hurt.
I don't know.
Or does it come out the other end?
That's a good question. I haven't personally witnessed it, so...
If Matt was here, he could tell us.
He could tell us, guaranteed.
Word.
Yeah. He'd have done his homework on it or something.
Right. Someone's got to do their homework
We're just
around here.
fly-by-nights.
Oh, yeah. He did. Okay. Cool little thing. So, cheers to Matt. Doing your thing. He's watching. Love you, buddy.
Absolutely.
He wanted to throw in a stat of the podcast / fact of the podcast. If anyone listened to the episode on Monday, we kind of ran into that problem. He said he was having a stat when it was more of a fact. But here I go. Right from Matt Hensler's text messages. June 4th, 1974. 10-cent beer night at the Cleveland Indians games. The fans got so inebriated at the game, the Indians had to forfeit to the Rangers. Not a stat, complete fact, but...
Could you imagine? What are the $8 beers there now at the stadium?
No, you can't afford that now. Unless it... Well... No, that's Major League Baseball. That was expensive back then, probably still.
10 cents for how many ounce? I mean, you're talking...
12. It's got. I mean,
that's less
you're
than
going
$1.
10 or 12.
Less than a cent an ounce. That's crazy. But back in the day,
Yeah.
they probably just
It was
gave it
like
away to see how drunk they could get people. I guess to some extent.
Have you ever watched Brockmire?
No.
Oh, dude, this show's so funny. They were screaming for fans one day, and it was they're like, oh, we need a promotion or whatever. And like, oh, we're gonna do free beer every time someone makes a hit or something like that.
Right.
Every time there was a hit, and drink your beer. Everyone drunk. That's what this reminds me of.
Guaranteed.
Oh,
That's awesome.
12 ounces for 65 cents originally.
Holy
Just texted
moly.
in.
Wow, that's crazy.
You're here in spirit, Matt. All right.
Cheers.
Cheers. Take it.
So hand me one more, that's what I'm here for. I'm built for having a ball. I love the nightlife, I love my Bud Light. I like 'em cold and tall.
Beer of the Podcast. We do this every podcast. It's always something different, something fun. We try to do, I don't know, whatever we can. But you brought me here Perrin Passion Fruit Goza. What can you tell me about it?
4.5% ABV, low on the bitterness scale as well. But just passion fruit is an ugly fruit, obviously, as you can see on the can. It's very heavy antioxidant, so it's a healthy fruit. So we like to say this is the healthiest beer that you ever drink, right? Obviously. No, it's... So passion fruit has a very tame taste to it, so it's not very fruit forward, but it's got a touch of Hawaiian sea salt in it, so it keeps your palate somewhat on that dry side that keeps you coming back and drinking more of it. So I just say it's a summer quencher that's gonna thirst. It's a thirst quencher that's just gonna keep you coming back for more.
Here, drink this beer, and when you're done, all you're gonna want is more.
Right.
Yeah,
so you can't really go wrong with that, right?
great marketing, guys.
Absolutely. So we just launched a Session Sour series. This is the first of that series, and it's going to be around for 4 months. So we're going to do every 4 months. We'll have a new one. I know one that's in the works is we've done it a few times at the brewery, and we took it out to Great American Beer Festival and did extremely well with it last year. It was tangerine dry hop kettle sour. So this beer, actually, even on the can, is, as you can see on the backside. We won a bronze medal out at Great American Beer Festival, which obviously is very recognizable beer festival in the United States. Okay. No, we can do that.
No, you're good. You're good.
No,
we're trying to wrap up.
So, anyways, it's highly recognized as a phenomenal beer, as winning the bronze medal. So, yeah,
awesome.
We're proud of it. So,
good job.
Yeah,
proud
absolutely.
of you guys.
Thank you.
One last. You want to do it? All right. So Jake wants to do it. We're going to keep this going a little longer than expected. We're going to do our favorite athletes from MLB, NBA, NHL, NFL, college basketball, college football, golf, and Olympics. We're going to do in that order. Are you ready? As ready as you will be?
I am. I mean, there's some of these sports that I'm not a huge fan of, but I'm just going to blurt it out. Let's just let's just wrap through it really quick.
Cool. Let's do it.
Yeah.
MLB.
A Cecil Fielder, dude.
Ken Griffey Jr.
All right, cool.
All right. NBA.
Ooh, Grant Hill.
Ooh, I like it. But he's hurt all the time.
I know, dude, but Pistons, man.
All right. Chauncey Billups.
Joey D.
All right.
You know what I mean?
The only reason I took Chauncey was I watched more of him growing up.
Absolutely.
But, okay.
For sure.
NHL.
Ooh, Steve Yzerman, man.
No complaints. Chris Chelios.
Yeah.
I like a
just
big
because
bruiser.
he was a fighter.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I can't blame you on that one.
NFL.
Ooh. It's Barry Sanders, man. I mean, you can't deny that when we were growing up as kids. Probably. I mean, I know you're not much younger than I am, but... Dude,
Herman Moore. I'm right in the same generation.
Herman Moore's the man.
Wide
Johnny
receiver.
Morton, dude. Little tiny guy catching everything.
Oh man.
Yeah, that was a good squad, man.
Oh, it was.
Just Scotty Mitchell was colorblind. That's all.
It was.
It's all good.
NCAA basketball.
Dude, I really
These are
don't.
the ones that I had the toughest time with.
Yeah, I can't really say anything on that one right now.
I got Mateen Cleaves
Okay.
with MSU when winning the championship, 3-time captain and everything. That was awesome.
For sure.
Again, you got just a good college player, didn't have to transition to pros. So
Yeah.
college football.
The best person that I ever watched just to play and have fun, and I'm a huge Michigan fan, Denard Robinson was a blast to watch.
Yeah.
I know he was, shoelaces. It was just such a scrambler, man. And he, on special teams, defense, he was just a fun player to watch. And college football, I don't think he'll ever mount anything in NFL.
Oh, no.
But whatever.
I don't even know if he's still in it anymore.
He's with Jacksonville, I
Yeah.
believe, but not doing much.
I
So.
put Antonio Brown. That's my tie to Central.
Yeah, why
and
would yeah,
watching
come on.
him live, oh my God.
Amazing.
Like, we could go to those games as students for free. So we're going in there and loving every minute we're watching of it and everything. That's the next beer of the podcast coming after this. College football.
We just went over college football.
That's
Denard
right.
Robinson.
Golf. Sorry.
I'm a huge Phil Mickelson fan. All those haters on Tiger Woods as well. You can't deny that he's legitimately one of the best golfers.
Oh, yeah.
On earth.
Top 3.
In the world. Yeah, I mean,
Ever.
but I love Phil because he's a true OG and lefty, and just he is. I've seen him out in Colorado when I was living out there, and got to stand like 10 feet away from him and like 280 out with a 5 wood.
Oh, yeah.
And just it was. I don't even know the grade, but just planted one up there, and it's like, gosh, you got to be kidding me.
And
So that just sticks in my mind.
Yeah, this is what I told Matt a few episodes ago. If it wasn't for Tiger, we're talking Phil 14 majors.
Absolutely. Guaranteed.
He's the only one that kept Phil from winning.
Right?
So I'm not a Phil fan. I'm a Ricky
sorry.
fan.
Oh, yeah, there's nothing wrong with Ricky.
Ricky Flatbill. I love my flat
Like,
bills.
Flat Bill? What do you?
Yeah.
I mean, come on, I'm
We're-
sporting it right now.
We're all bald and
Yeah,
gotta wear
absolutely.
flat bills.
Attaboy.
Happens. Olympics.
This one's gonna come crazy to you.
Okay.
Cale Sanderson, wrestler. I wrestled all the way growing up.
Cool.
He was a 4-time NCAA champion, 159-0 record, gold medal winner in Athens, Greece, in 2004.
Nice. I did not know any of
He
that.
is now the head coach at Penn State University, which they're pretty much a national champion every year in between Iowa and those guys every single year in the NCAA
Right.
Division I. So that's he is
Right.
He's amazing. Obviously, and like pound for pound, there's no better athletes out there than wrestlers. So I'm just gonna say that really quick. So
Okay, 2 quick points. Mark Nemez says no one parties like John Daly. Cheers to that. I
Cheers to
mean,
that.
yeah,
Yeah,
word.
absolutely.
I got
No.
you.
and we're in the beer business.
Right,
Why didn't
right,
we even
right.
we didn't even mention that?
Cross my mind.
I know it, right? We'll drink to that.
And Matt says Jake actually likes Bruce Jenner.
Really?
and on
Thanks,
that
Matt.
note-
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. Yeah, and I've got a lot of people that hate me on Facebook.
It's now the Jake and Muse show. One last quick topic, as we're both parents, and Matt, I'm assuming within the next 2 weeks, will become one as well. A topic that came across Facebook today was changing tables in men's restrooms. Yeah, right?
Yeah.
I am a huge proponent of them. I will go
Absolutely.
to restaurants more often if they have them.
Yes.
Someone put it on Facebook of him changing his daughter on the bathroom floor, which is gross, trying to get management attention. I just shared it saying, hey, I've had this problem. I've taken Jameson out to the car and changed him there. And my Facebook is blowing up as people saying, oh, we do it on the table just to prove a point. Can I say you agree?
Oh, absolutely.
Like I don't know.
Yeah.
That's all I got. Like it was a cool point to see, and something I completely agree with. Throw changing tables in guys' bathrooms.
Why not?
Like,
yeah, because if the wife's over it, she's usually over it because she does it all the time in the house or whatever, most of the time. And I'm saying that. You know what I mean? I did my fair.
Oh
share.
no, for
but
sure.
Like when you're out and your wife wants to actually enjoy a meal.
Yeah.
You want her to enjoy that meal. Right?
Exactly.
And so
he has a wet diaper, or she has a wet diaper. It doesn't take long to change it. It's not hard.
Mm-mm.
Anyone can do it, but the restaurant business is preventing the men from doing it. And I guess this is going to be my politics of the show, make that change.
Mm-hmm.
So, cool.
Make that change now.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
They're not expensive.
No, they aren't. Not
at all. All right. That was Matt and Muse Overtime. Adam gets drunk with Perrin Reps. This is my Perrin Rep, Jake. Anytime you can reach us by email, mattandmuse@gmail.com. You can call or text us 989-372-1391. Again, that's 989-372-1391. Or reach out to us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Matt_Muse. That's all we got. Thanks for listening. We're going to watch some hockey, drink some beers.
Hey, thanks for having me, brother.
Thanks for coming out, dude. It's been a pleasure.
It's been too long. I haven't seen you in a while.
You got to do it more often.
Absolutely.
Podcast is always here waiting for you.
Perfect.
See ya.
Appreciate it. Thanks, Matt.
Get along on down the road. We got a long, long way to go. Scared to live, scared to die. We ain't perfect, but we try. Get along while we can. Always give love the upper hand. Paint a wall, learn to dance. Call your mom, buy a boat, drink a beer, sing a song, make a friend. Can't we all get along?
That goes by way too quick.
Doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Said, like,
goes way too quick.
We just did